Hey, how's everybody doing? It is 4:54 in Chicago. Real quick recap of the week here, guys. Futures kind of sputtered out at the end of the day. I was watching the 30s here. The 30s is what fell apart. We had that 2-2 up, and then they 2-2'd us out. Okay, that's what they did there. All right, and they were moving pretty good. They were cooking. The day was cooking. The 30s were cooking. The 60s were cooking. The 15s were cooking. The fives were cooking. Everything was cooking, and then they decided to. So we know that there's some resistance up there at 664.58. Keep that in mind. All right, we go QQQ. Sorry, did not come up. QQQ. All right, QQQ. Again, got higher. Didn't get nowhere near the halfway point like the SPY did. Actually got to the middle of it, which is pretty cool. But we didn't get that. We didn't get that. We didn't get that great, right? So we got the high today at 596.98, 596.98. All right, so 590. No, I'm saying 587, 587. All right, on triple Qs. All right. So we'll see if anything comes there below there. Okay, so 5870 or something like that is my number. All right, so triple Qs. There you go. Diamonds right here with the inside day as well. Did get a high of 465.82, 465.82, but we stalled out again here. All right, the big move was here. All right, they triangled us back out at the end of the day after a nice move. They were really they were all cooking, everything but the week in the month. All right, everything was pushing except for the week in the month, but those two they got the heavyweight, right? A couple of names that we go through here. Now I'm not going to go through much. Avgo was down $6 today, down 1.9%. Fought back though, guys. All right. Same group. They all did pretty decent here. A lot of them finished red. Microsoft was down $6. Okay, Amazon was a little bit better. Amazon kind of looked good today, up $3.55. Amazon looked real good today. Amazon looked sharp and ready to go. All right, AMD hammered back up. You got a red hammer, but that's okay. We're coming back up. It was down $2.24, a little over 1% on AMD. All right, so the AMD, we'll see if I think AMD gets better. Again, I want to stop and say that if there is going to be a move to the upside, so we could break it coming back down, then we need to get up there. All right, so let's see if they can turn things around and get these stocks coming back. I mean, they pushed back pretty good today, but they ran out of steam at the end of the day, and that's really what happened. Most importantly, okay. PLTR. I'm not going to go through all of them. All right, there's your Palantir. Palantir was down today, negative today. All right, what was it? AMAT was a little better here. AMAT today. AMAT had the nice 2-day, not the 2-day, the 3-2, but nobody took up. All right, so know that. All right, so that was on our tech for the most part. I'm not going to go through all of them. We'll look through some of the sectors here. XLK, that's your tech right there. So fairly well stuck in the middle. That's about what's the best you're going to get today, trying to fight back against this guy. All right, that's almost like taking them to a tie. All right, so XLK, I think a little bit better. XLP was good today. They were a little choppy. Whenever the market started to rally, I saw them. They start to dip right away, but then they'd come fighting right back. XLP was a decent day. Did give up a little bit here. It's from 78.43 coming back down. Coca-Cola had a really good day. You guys know I like Coca-Cola. All right, it's Coca-Cola, really nice day there. I didn't see Pepsi, but I'm going to see them now. Shooter back down on the Pepsi, and then there's Colgate. I'm not going to go through that. Colgate, nice day, all right? Stick with the staples. All right. And even when the Diamonds get going, they'll still keep moving up. Okay. They're not just there to be defensive. They're also there. That group will move as a whole. All right. So, but for right now, when they're showing this, it's telling us that there's volatility. All right. So Colgate, there you go. What else? What else? What else? What else here? All right, then we're going to look at X and Y discretionaries. Down on the day, inside day in green. So it hung in there, just didn't make any waves. All right, because it's inside. So we'll see if something can happen next week, and see if we can get something moving. So we'll get that 3-1. 2 will come. All right, on that one, we talked about McDonald's, right, yesterday. McDonald's was a good day, right? What did I say? 2-1-2. Now we're looking for the 2-1-2 on the week. We talked about this when McDonald's had a nice day. All right, you guys in there? All right, Mike McDonald's, we called that one this morning. We were on that one. All right, McDonald's, and then TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx still kind of, there you go, bam, with the 2-1-2 back up. We talked about that one yesterday. Strong. Profits were taken here. Everybody who sold here is now trying to buy it back up here. All right, TJ Maxx, nice move to the upside. All right, and Walmart, decent, kind of fell apart at the end of the day. It actually fell apart as soon as it got to the highs at 108. But I think that Walmart's fine. All right, you got this month that's green. You got a stuck in the middle week. I think Walmart turns it around and gets it back going there again. All right, Costco. Costco was trying to hold up all day, and it didn't do bad, all right, on Costco. And then I think we talked about Amazon, but that's the three that I watch on there. I watch those three because I think those are the three most important ones. People where they shop, all right. Amazon, other than your locals, right? But Amazon, there you go. That was a good day inside, up $3 and change. We already talked about that one, I believe. All right. So that was your discretionaries. Fairly decent group, a little bit better. XRT Retail. It's about the same names here. We're looking at, I'm looking at retailers. Guess Jeans coming back down a little bit. Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren, nice day up there. Estee Lauder. There you go. 2 up on the Estee Lauder. PVH. Peter Van Heusen. Oh, yeah, up to the side. They're moving. I'm telling you, retailers are good. Kohl's Stores had a good day. Did my Macy's come fighting back? Yeah, she did. Look at that. Right back up to 2012. Going back to the highs with Macy, I'm telling you. That one looks good. All right, nice move. So retailers looking better. Listen, real mixed bag. I'll cut down a list to the ones that I think are going to be giving us the best chances to make money on when we get to full time frame continuity. And look at Macy's. I mean, we never even lost it. Okay, so this thing turns around, it gets going right back up. All right, so I would go on and talk about stocks all day, but let's see, I could go through a few more. All right. So looking through these discretionaries and retails, they're all the same. All right. Chipotle Mexican Grill had a better day. I like that one. And DRI Darden had a great day. All right. Cheesecake Factory. Okay, a lot of people are not. I've been asking a lot of people, like, where are you going to buy your gifts from? And I think the majority of people are buying all their gifts on Amazon, but then they have to go to the mall. So you got to go to the mall. You got to go to Cheesecake Factory. You got to go to Maggiano's. Any one of these restaurants that are in the malls. All right, they're going to go there. They're going to have their day there at the mall. They might buy one or two things, but 80% of their stuff will be bought from their home. All right, so just know that. And but Cheesecake Factory, yes. All right, for sure. One of those that definitely are in there. All right, XLF, really, really strong today. I mean, it doesn't look great because it's inside day, but it was up 56 cents. But more importantly, the group, as a group, I mean, they're green across the board. I'm sitting here looking at them right now. All right. I mean, we had a lot of green in everything, but Banks was a little overwhelming. All right. A couple here. BlackRock. All right. Inside Day. MasterCard. CPay. Capital One Financial. Futu. A lot of them are inside. I'm going kind of fast with them here, all right? American Express. 2 up on the American Express. All right, Robinhood up $1.09, trying to scrape back in. All right, so you might get the idea. Wells Fargo up 71 cents. All right, nobody running away with anything, but strong. That group was really strong. All right, so I'll go back to the futures again here, and then we'll wrap it up here. So SPY, like I said, triangled out here on the 30s, so we got kind of robbed there, and that's what brought this move here is what brought that back down. All right, so there's your SPY. We've got plenty of room for Sneaky Pete to get inside here, so we'll wait and see what's going to hold. All right, Q's same thing. All right, same exact business. Tried to get to the halfway mark, could not get there, but fought pretty good and ends up finishing stuck in the middle on the day. All right, going to be opening somewhere inside there for sure, and diamonds as well. All right, so we're not out of the woods by any stretch. But if I see Microsoft breaking down below 213, 215, I'm buyer. All right, Microsoft. I see Microsoft start to come below that. What's that? We were just looking at here. Microsoft. You know, I'm looking at 468, 465, somewhere in there if it comes back in. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to have to call it here. We'll see how the weekend goes. Enjoy. All right, be safe. Take care of your family. Kiss your children. Don't triangle out your relationships. All right, have a good weekend. Be good.